One member of Congress says he's been harassed for actually trying to deliver for folks back home. Congressman Fred Upton was one of just 13 Republicans to vote for the president's infrastructure bill last week.
Partly thanks to Upton's vote, more than $10 billion will head to Michigan to help fix those lead pipes, along with bridges and roads. Despite that, one of Upton's constituents left him this voicemail.
Traitor. That's what you are. You're a piece of traitor. I hope you die. I hope everybody in your family dies. You piece of trash mother. Hood for dumb ass. You're stupider than he is. And he can't even complete a sentence. You dumb mother. Traitor. Piece of mother. Piece of trash. Hope you die. Hope your family dies. Hope everybody in your staff dies. You piece of traitor.
And they say political discourse is dead. You know, I know this is terrible, but if you look at the bright side, he's just saying things that are eventually going to happen. We are all going to die. All our families are going to die. So on a long enough timeline, he's just stating facts. At the same time, though, I will admit this is really disturbing, because what kind of person leaves voicemails anymore? Yo, that shit is creepy. Just write that shit on Insta comments like a normal person. What's amazing to me about this situation is that this partisan anger, it's happening over an infrastructure bill, people. Infrastructure. I mean, I would get it if the new roads they were building all led to an abortion clinic, or if they were adding special carpool lanes that were just for non-binary people, but it's just fixing things for everybody. So I don't get the anger. I mean, this dude was so furious by the end of it, he was running out of people to threaten. I hope your family dies and your staff dies and your friends from college and the guy at Starbucks who knows your order, I hope he dies. I hope my family dies and you feel guilty about it. God damn it. You know, sadly, this is the climate that public officials have to deal with these days. Congress members are receiving so many threats that now they're just gonna have to change their call menu. Yeah, it's gonna be like, to ask a question, press 1. For office hours and address, press 2. To tell your representative to go themselves out of their ass, press 3.
Trevor, I think you're misunderstanding here. That guy was just speaking American. He was just saying, I wish you would read the details of the bill because we believe that the state should decide where the funding should go instead of the federal government. I'll speak American to you right now.
Okay.
You, your family, I hope you die, I hope they die. What I was really saying in American is, can you come over for Thanksgiving? I'd really love to have you.
Wow. Am I invited to Thanksgiving?
Yeah, of course. You, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Now, while most of Congress is arguing over infrastructure and social services, Josh Hawley, senator from Missouri, and that guy at your high school reunion who keeps telling everyone how much his watch cost, has his eye on some much, much bigger balls.
Men are no longer men. That is the lament of Republican Senator Josh Hawley, who's really trying to make masculinity a political issue.
The left-wing attack on manhood says to men, you're part of the problem. It says that your masculinity is inherently problematic. It's inherently oppressive. As conservatives, we've got to call men back to responsibility. We've got to say that spending your time not working, and we have more and more men who are not working, spending your time on video games, spending your time watching porn online while doing nothing is not good for you, your family, or this country.
Okay, first of all, working and watching porn are not mutually exclusive. Plenty of men have figured out how to do it. It's called multitasking, Senator. And honestly, I'm surprised that Josh Hawley is criticizing porn, because that's the last place that upholds traditional gender roles. So as a pizza delivery guy or a pool boy, while the women are cast in traditional feminine roles like stepmom, stepsister, or step cheerleader. And don't get me wrong, there is an argument to be made about the negative effects of excessive porn and video games on society. But to blame it on the left-wing attack on manhood? Yo, that shit is ridiculous. You know why people are watching more porn? Because it's too easy now. Do you know how much effort it took to watch porn back in the day? You couldn't just pull it up on your phone. You couldn't just type something into your laptop. No. You had to ask to borrow a sticky old magazine from your older brother's cousin's friend. And he buried it in a secret spot out in the woods. So you're out there in the woods. You're trying to find this magazine, covered in dirt, fending off chipmunks and owls. You get lost out there because you didn't have an iPhone yet. So now you're wandering around the woods, you're hungry. But all you brought with you was the lotion. So now you're eating the lotion. And finally, you give up on finding the magazine and you just rub one out to the hottest tree you can find. Is that the dignity you're talking about, Senator Hawley? I nearly died in those woods, man. I nearly died.